Welcome to Kashi Annapurna Dham. This is not just another temple, this is a place of a promise, a miracle, and her will. About 20 years ago, I traveled to Varanasi with my family. With me, I had my maternal uncle. He was an IAS officer, a rational man, a good man, but an atheist. He laughed at everything there in Kashi, at the faith of the people, at the devotion, at the very idea of God's existence in Kashi. And then, on the ghats of Varanasi, on those ancient stone steps, he collapsed. He got a massive heart attack. No heartbeat, no sign of life, no breathing. And we lost all the hope for that moment. At that time, those ghats were very remote. No help, no hospital, literally no hope. And in that moment, I did the only thing I knew or anyone would have done. As a devotee of Goddess Kali, I cried out to Goddess Annapurna, who I believed is just another form of Devi Kali. I said, Ma, if you bring him back, I'll give you anything, even a temple in future. I have heard that you are so living here, so do the miracle. Let me see how powerful you are. And then, from nowhere, out of the darkness, she appeared. It was evening. A tall lady in a red sari, her head was covered in Indian style. In her one hand, she had a kamandalu with some water in it, and in the other, she had a kulo, we call it. She came silently, like she had always been there. She poured the water into my uncle's mouth. He was not breathing. She began to fan him gently, rhythmically, and then she spoke. A voice, if you ever hear, will not forget. Beautiful, yet very deep and powerful. She told me, go and call my son. He's waiting on the other side of the stairs. I ran. And there, at a distance, stood a beautiful-eyed boy with a calm and knowing smile. He looked at me and said, I was waiting for you. I was surprised. I'm like, how come he knows? When he came back with the boy, my uncle, in all my surprise, who had no heartbeat when I left, was sitting up, breathing, and alive. The lady was standing at a distance. I folded my hand, I thanked her, I thanked the boy. I asked them to visit us in the guest house next day. Then she smiled and said, you said you'd give me anything, even a temple. I will come when the time is right. And then she disappeared again back to the darkness, exactly the way she came. I returned to Kolkata. I was trying to make sense of all of it. Was it real? Was it a dream? What really happened? Then one night, my aunt, the uncle's wife, saw a dream. The lady was uncovering her face, and she had 3 eyes. She is Goddess Annapurna. And the boy is having a small bowl in his hand and is actually Shiva. This is Kashi, where things happen, certain things happen that we even cannot process, or it is very difficult for us to really think as real. Years passed, about 15 to 16 years, and then through some very divine dreams and unexplainable connections, she reminded me of my forgotten promise. And then she came here. This temple is not intended to be made, and we have not really made it. It's only about her arrival. She came here and then everything is falling in place around her. since past 4 years. The consecration of this place has been happening. Not just the deity, but the entire space, the house, the land, the energy structure, everything. Everything is being prepared. The consecration of Goddess Annapurna is complete, and she is giving darshan on every Saturday to the people. Consecration of Lord Shiva, who is usually with Goddess Annapurna, is ongoing and will continue for the time to come. The intention is very simple, that a devotee who comes here can receive blessings almost like Varanasi itself. But remember, like Varanasi, you don't come here by plan. She has to call you. This is just not a temple, as I say, this is a promise fulfilled. I welcome and wish all devotees of Mata Shakti and Shivji to visit this temple when your time is right and when her blessing calls you. Namaskar.
Thank you.